Oh, it's April 30th, brother, and we're back. So clearly you got to get in the weeds, and we've got our third man, but our third man's not here, brother, but you don't need to know him anyway because no one else knew our third man, brother. So we're here. We're going to get in the weeds, and we're going to have a lot of fun today, brother, because if you know something about fun, it's that you know why we're here, but you don't know why we're fun. Jeremy Lambert is here. How you doing, Jeremy?
Why do you keep changing the backgrounds and you just leave me out of it? I'm still Cult of Personality Living Color here.
Well, people like Living Color. I love In Living Color. Probably one of my favorite bands out there. You could have gone to the grayscale, whatever this was.
I don't know how.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a problem. I use an OBS camera. So for me, it's like color correction. Just turn it black and white. Woo! Look at this. Look, now I'm in color. Now I'm not. Now I'm in color. Now I'm not. Now I'm in washed out color. Now I'm not.
You're hurting my eyes with this.
Australia, America, Australia, America. That has double entendre. Can I see color? Yes, I can. Jeremy, you look better. It's fine.
There's a guest.
Allegedly.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Listen.
I quit.
I got some stuff to say. I got a lot of stuff to say. And I wanted to come on this platform because it's sincerely the best wrestling platform there is. And been a lot of talk about combat lately. But not from me. I'm not out here talking that trash. I'm not. When have you seen me tweet, oh, I wonder if I could beat up 100 of you guys? Never. Why do y'all mess with me? Why are you all, first off, subtweeting, by the way, not in my mentions. Not dropping me a message. None of that. None of, here's the location. Nothing like that. Just all this could we. None of this, yeah, we're going to do it. And there's a good reason for that, because you don't stand a chance. None of you stand a chance. Like, why do you all even bother me? Why do you all pick on me? I like it here. I don't bother anybody. You don't see me making Planet of the Dumbass Upright Walking Loser movies, but y'all make movies about me all the time. It's getting a little ridiculous. You don't see me tweeting about it. I'm secure with myself, with my masculinity, with my physical presence. But all of you all, can it be 100? What would he do? Oh my God. Yeah. I'd win very easily. Line up 1,000. Who cares? And then I deal with every time I make an appearance like this. Wow, I didn't know the gorillas were that smart. You know how many times you've ever heard a gorilla say, didn't know humans were that smart? Never. And there's a good reason for that. Y'all have any questions?
Yeah, what's your Twitter handle?
At gorilla, dumbass.
Good to know. Good to know. It's just, you mentioned it, but no one ever found the gorilla handle.
Let me tell you, I'm not difficult to find, Joel Pearl.
Yeah, he's in a jungle with title belts.
I was literally at Stadium Swim. I saw you walk by.
First of all, every time people were at Stadium Swim, I was not there because I was somewhere working. I didn't get to have fun at Stadium Swim. I got to look at it from my hotel window.
Yeah, well, listen, I had my day job with the Phoenix Suns off, so there I was.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of time with them off right now. How's that banana?
You really want to talk about that? You really want to talk about that?
Yeah,
Ohio transplant that is somehow an Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
We're doing
Listen,
well.
I'll bring the Thunder and I'll bring the lightning to your ass. You can be one.
Oh, I mean, that would be an easy one for you, so that's fine. Have you seen the movie
last night? All right, let's go.
Have I seen what movie? Go ahead, say it.
The Rundown. You mentioned Thunder, and you're having trouble with the banana. That banana's whooping your ass. I don't know. If
I'm eating it. I'm eating it right now.
One gorilla.
I'm out here looking like Cam Hawkins on Memorial Day is what I'm looking like.
Jesus Christ.
Eating bananas, glizzies, everything.
Have you seen the movie The Rundown? You referenced thunder and lightning
That's okay.
with your fist. Yeah.
Should have had a sequel.
How many rocks do you think? Like how many Dwayne Johnsons do you think would it take to beat you?
I would say probably near 300 because
300?
listen, you'd have to assume that they were all going to show up, and that's incorrect. Here's what he would do. He would cut a promo, and then he would look to the other 99 rocks and say, my work here is done. My work here is done.
What happened to your arms? I didn't think gorillas had like.
I had a surgery. I had to have them shaved
Oh.
down, okay?
Okay. Just
That is
checking.
typical. That is a typical.
Any other HIPAA violations you want to break, buddy? Or does that just matter to those of you who evolved? Maybe I like it here. Do you see my friend up there, the tiger?
I see. Yeah, you got a tiger and you got a championship belt. Yeah.
Yeah, guess how I won that? Beating up 100 dorks.
Beating off
with no
men, I
problem.
assume.
Beat off 100 of those guys, huh?
Yeah.
I know that nothing gets Joel Pearl excited like beating off 100 guys.
Hey, man, we all
He
gotta
does
have
enjoy. No, that's not true. Joel enjoys sitting in the chair while 100 guys get beat off.
That's fair. You know what? That's. I'm sure they had that at Circa Las Vegas as well. One of those chairs.
I left my backpack on it. The couch was
Go
much
ahead.
more
Ask me the rest. What are your memories of Mark Wahlberg?
I don't really care.
He cooked
About
good
Mark
burgers.
Wahlberg.
That's it.
feels like a planted interview
He
now.
brought us Wahlburgers. He was nice. I thought he would be more of an egomaniac. What? Next question.
You meet Jane yet? Jane Goodall?
No.
Should probably
What?
get her over there.
Did Godzilla ever shoot on you?
He was actually surprisingly light. Like,
Okay.
that's the art of it. You make it look like it hurts, and then it doesn't really hurt. But light as a feather, that guy. He's been at it for a very long time. He's a professional.
It's just kind of ruined his reputation there. That's
I'm
disappointing
sorry.
to hear.
I'm sorry. The guy knows how to work.
Follow up. Who's the one gorilla that King Kong could face? Is it you?
I mean, he wouldn't win. But like, we're all friends, so like, it's okay. It's
I
whatever.
feel like there's a little bit of contention in the gorilla community.
What are you? Hold on.
No,
What are
not
your,
really. I was at the Gorillaz concert with them the other day. Glorilla opened. It was great. It was really good.
What are your thoughts on Alonzo Harris? He's called out.
Alonzo Harris. Is
Yeah.
that a basketball player?
No. He famously said King Kong ain't got shit on him. So that feels like
listen,
a call out.
Listen, I know him as Denzel.
No.
And
Kayfabe.
yes, he called me and got permission before he said that line. He cleared it with me.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if that was kind of like a personal shot. Didn't know if he went off
It
script.
was a great line. Great line.
Huh.
Great line. Hey, whatever happened to the Twitch? Why aren't you all on there playing Rampage?
I used to
That'd
love
actually be
playing
a
that
fun game to play. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe some original Donkey Kong with some good. Actually, no. You know what? That's a bad example.
I
I've
mean,
never touched a barrel in my life.
why not? Those barrels are fun to throw.
Well, because my plumber shows up and does his job. He doesn't try to kidnap my family.
Pretty sure it's you kidnapped. And not important. Not
That's
important.
what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think.
Now we're getting down a dangerous path of fake news talk.
Listen, it's not fake news. I lived it. It's my life.
What's the biggest misconception about the gorilla community?
The
gorilla community.
100 people's asses at one time. That's the biggest misconception this week, without a doubt.
Any comment on famed professional wrestler and play-by-play commentator Gorilla Monsoon?
He was a great representative of the gorilla community. Like, he really was. He was large. He was physically imposing. He laid the law down. We lost him too soon. R.I.P. Gorilla Monsoon.
And not to be
Also, listen, because I see people always mentioning it. Yes, I knew Harambe. He didn't live that far from me. Tragic what happened. You put those weapons down. Let's see how it goes.
This pose. Oh, dude, something. You had an itch there.
That's what I thought.
Do gorillas get fleas?
Well, I mean, listen, we're very good at like picking that type of stuff off one another, so not really.
Okay.
We're outside, so it naturally happens. But like, yeah.
Did Gorilla Monsoon have to get permission to use like the name? Is he part, or is he bloodline?
A lot of people don't know this, but like he was one of the last to evolve. So there was still the bloodline there. It's just his name.
Not to be outdone, what about George the Animal Steel? Also a very hairy man. Almost ape-like.
He's a good actor. Just a good actor. That was all for play. Like, he didn't actually eat the turnbuckles. Now, listen, I mentioned Cameron Hawkins earlier. Like, listen, the glizzies are one thing, but like, I don't think he could ever match what George the Animal Steel did. George the Animal Steel one time ate a turnbuckle in front of. This was just on a set. He didn't get the role. He was there as a consultant. But some of the things that he said, they're just wild. He kept mentioning Golga too. I don't know who that is.
Who would you like to be? You've seen these lists, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
I know people aren't tagging you, but you know, it's like 2019 Randy Orton, or sorry, 2009 Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, John Jones. You know, is there anybody who is like offensive? Like, you really think this guy? Who would you want the 100 people to be?
None of those cheaters. Can they pass a drug test? First off,
we're drug testing for a gorilla.
Why not?
Fight?
Why not?
I don't feel like.
So I got to take on 100 people, and they're on EPO.
Yeah.
And all I get is potassium. That's it. I get a little bit of potassium.
You can take steroids.
Yeah, no one's stopping you.
Yeah.
You just shave down for the thing. You can do it.
Why? Now, why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? That was weird.
Welcome to the show.
That was just strange. Listen, I believe you guys have some super chats and humper chats for us.
Well, we have the super chats. We don't have the humper chat format on this show.
Whatever.
Must be your first time on this one.
Ask me the questions, Joel.
Kim Gray says she'll take on the gorilla by herself if this stops.
Sorry, I didn't make you all tweet about me. Okay? I didn't force you all to do this.
Yeah. Cyclops is better than Wolverine says I will face 100 men, but it won't be at WrestleMania. Is that because they're smelly, Cyclops? Is that what's going on?
Listen, guys, I just so you know, I'm watching. I see what you all tweet. I see what you all say, and it ain't cute.
You should like do something better. Like, isn't there like better things to do than like be on Twitter?
I live in the jungle. We're lucky to get Wi-Fi out here.
Yeah, how
I get a hotspot.
Your connection's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm a professional, so.
Professional what? A professional gorilla? Is that like this is a thing? You have to have good internet?
Yeah, he works for the Suns. Don't you listen, Joel? God, you're gonna piss him off.
All he has to do is go to the arena.
So annoying. This is so annoying.
This is what I gotta deal with every day, Gorilla. Every day.
I feel bad for you because I mean, listen, I'm Jeremy, longtime fan of your work, really am. You prefer the show on Tuesdays and Thursdays these days. Just saying.
I get it.
But why is there a bingo behind me? Why do you think I'm in the jungle?
I
What is it?
apologize for our chat. You
These
know,
are the 100 people that are gonna beat me up.
yeah.
No, they
I mean,
gotta
we would send like better people than our chat. Our
I
chat,
doubt it.
they're not.
Well,
So wait, now you all get to pick them too?
I thought we always got to pick.
yeah, I thought there was a
100
list,
people.
like a
Yeah.
clipboard, and we
Why?
just kinda
Why
write them
is
down.
it not like a you all pick one, I pick one thing?
It's not a draft.
Oh, okay. No, I kind of like this idea
Want to do
though.
a draft? Oh, it's gonna
Yeah.
be really, really lopsided.
Well, we just send the people that the gorilla wants to face as the first 50, and then the second 50 are theoretically our stronger people.
So you're just hoping that the gorilla kind of tires himself out in the first 50?
I don't know what the gorilla cardio is. What's your cardio like, gorilla?
Every day I try to at least get 30 minutes of stairs, do some brisk walking. I get in my 15,000 steps a day. Now, granted, I don't know how my smartwatch counts those because sometimes I've got 4 on the ground instead of 2, like you guys. So listen, it might be a little off. I'm not going to sit there and give myself credit for something that I don't have, but I get my reps in. I certainly do.
All right. I mean, you got to beat off 50 men, and then 50 more men are going to come after you. So, and
You think
that
that's
second
cute, do you? You think
that
that's
second
cute, don't
wave.
you?
No, I mean that second wave is going to be tough though, because that's the people we get to pick.
Yeah, that's like the refractory period.
Yeah. Like we're sending like Hulk Hogan after you. You take one bite out of him, you're dead. There's a lot of chemicals in him. There's a lot of bad stuff in him.
You know who's way better than you all? Sean Ross Sapp. He's so good.
Well, that's all the time we have for the gorilla. Gorilla, thank you for joining us this morning. So glad you could be. What was that?
So was the gorilla, Joel? Did you not pay attention?
Not a literal, what was that? A contextual, what the hell was that?
That was the gorilla. Yeah, we should have asked him about the gorilla. Gorilla, come back. I have more questions for you.
Well, I'm glad someone does because I sure as shit don't.
I want to know about if like he thinks the gorilla press slam is an offensive move, or if the monkey flip is an offensive move.
Depends if they're executed properly. Was the gorilla the third man? Is that what we missed?
That was way better than their reveal of the third man.
Actually, kind of was. I have to be honest. The idea that the gorilla ever been benched. The third man thing. The immediate response, other than was I have to find the most like unusual / boring ass friend that I have that nobody knows and will never ever see again, and bring them on the show for this reveal, like for this bit. And I didn't have enough time this morning because I was like, I'm going to ask Tim. And I'm like, nah, people know who Tim is. There were people I was going to ask, just be like, I need you for like 3 minutes for a bit. And then eventually, yeah, people were like, I got to get to work. I'm like, damn it. So
instead, the gorilla showed up.
the damn gorilla showed up. Arguably a better reveal than Izzy, whatever the hell, Martinez.
Dude, that video rules.
It's so bad. They're so old. God damn.
Can we play it on air, or will we get copyright?
I think we'll get hit. I don't know why. I don't know for sure, but I don't even want to give credence to the video of it. It's just
Twitter
bad.
video. So here's why this video rules. I'm not gonna break this down frame by frame, but I'm gonna break this down frame by frame for everybody. So I'm gonna listen to
By the way, Grace, I should have asked you. I'm sorry because I know you stream, and I know that it just would have been a very funny bit. I should have asked you. I'm sorry.
So this rules because they do this NWO style thing, and Hulk Hogan thinks he's so fucking cool doing the old 96, 97 Hulk Hogan videos. We are 30 years past this, close to, and he thinks this is still like the coolest thing ever. The language he uses, this man is like 180 years old, and the language he uses. So I'm going to listen to this. I'm just going to repeat what he is saying.
Don't
here.
forget to do it in his voice.
I can't do like it's so. I double dog dare you. And Bischoff's talking. Bischoff's putting him over. 9-time state high school champion.
Which is the best part because it's high school.
Coaching UFC. Hogan's just like, yeah, brother. You know, we told you we strap wonga. We told you we were jacked wonga. We were stacked. He's got money and he's like laughing.
And it's not good looking money, too. It's not theater money.
Are you ready to roll, brother? We're backed up after backed up. The monster, the master of disaster, rules the world of wrestling. He's like sprinkling money on him. And he turns around and they got to have the name graphic that says Izzy Martinez. Because otherwise he'd turn around and we would be like, who? Who? Got our third man, Jack. People are going to tremble. Eric, me, we know how to beat everybody. Izzy Mania is going to run wild in the whole world of wrestling. Now that we've stepped our game up, now in the world of professional freestyle wrestling, all I have to say is welcome to the black and blue. Welcome to the black and blue. Get paid to beat people up. Get paid to win. Roll out the red carpet. I don't want super. I want mega stars.
That alone. Just, oh my God.
What you gonna do when real American freestyle comes for you? And then Hulk Hogan does this maniacal laugh. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
So in 1996, Nash and Hall said all the time
Yeah.
how like they told Hogan, like, all right, say your little thing and then we're going to take over and do literally everything else. Hogan never learned a goddamn thing. He just thought that being in black and white and like running at a lower frame rate was good enough for him, like for cool factor. They've clearly just done this 30 years later. That's one. Two, I just, my favorite part other than the super mega is he's got all this money, right, that he's holding in his hand, and he gives the stack to Eric and he gives the stack to Izzy and he's got a stack, whatever, it's fine. And then they do the get paid thing and it's a close-up of the money. And what denomination of bills are there? Do you remember?
They show a close-up of it.
It's 20s. It's just 20s. And I'm thinking to myself, you couldn't put hundreds at the top to at least make it look like these fighters or the wrestlers, whatever you're going to do, you're going to get them paid. Like, at least give them the illusion. Because otherwise, I'm like, we're fighting for like $40. Like, what are we doing here? What like is this bum fights redux? Like, what is this? What is this? I'm not trying. Like, I'm sorry. That's a real thing that existed. You know it did. What is it? What is American?
No one knows.
And I'll give you even better than all this. You know why they picked this guy? It's not because of his UFC ties. If you go to his Instagram to Izzy, I keep wanting to say Izzy Marino. I'm sorry, Izzy. You're suddenly the better Izzy, and even that's not a world of perfection. Let me tell you. But the point is, this
Why are you burying Izzy's?
Yeah, why not? We'll bury all the Izzy's. Izzy Stradlin, you're next. Izzy Stradlin, you're next. This Izzy has like a bunch of photos with Hulk and the family, and there was one from a week ago, that I probably should have looked at. Like if I knew who the hell this guy was, I would have been like, oh, it's him, because I think at this point there are enough people that they may have approached, and they all said, absolutely not, for one reason or another, most of which included this is stupid and it's not going to get off the ground. But then they come to him because he's a money mark. He's a mark. I don't think he's a money mark. I just think he's a mark. And I'm not using, I kind of am using it in a bad way, but I just think this guy was blinded by his new friendship with Hulk Hogan. Oh my God, my childhood, my nostalgia. And this goes back to something that someone in the comments the other day was like, they watched 3 minutes of our video and then composed a 10-minute long comment about how we're the worst thing in wrestling and whatever. And I'm like, I just said, yep, you got us. And that was it.
That rules.
It was just like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
What comment was this on? I want to read it.
It's on not yesterday, 2 days ago. The other thumbnail with these idiots.
Okay.
And then he's just like, oh, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. And I was anyway, you're just talking heads, the guy says. And I'm like,
factual.
But this is what happens when your nostalgia clouds your judgment. You think that something's gonna be what it was 30 years ago. It's not. It's not. And the people have seen this and they're done with it, and it's stupid.
I think
it was just dumb. Made no sense.
It made no sense, but it ruled. You're getting way too offended for this.
I think I'm just offended that this is something that's going to exist to take people's money. And that's just what offends me. It's the grift of it.
I don't even know if it's that. I have no idea what this is. No one knows what this is.
Until they ask for money.
It's so vague. Just real American freestyle. Okay. What is that? To me, I could be completely off base here. To me, it's some sponsorship nonsense. That's all it is to me. Is like, hey, Izzy Moreno is Izzy Martinez. I said Izzy Moreno as well. Sorry, Izzy. Izzy Martinez is a coach. He's a good coach. He's coached like NCAA champions and NCAA All-Americans. He's helped John Jones. He's helped Holly Holm. Like, he's a well-reputable coach in the world of.
Go ahead. Finish that sentence. Just finish that particular sentence.
He's a well-reputable coach in the world of freestyle wrestling and MMA.
Now, let's put up the part where Eric Bischoff couldn't say even 1/8 of what you just gave a better introduction to this man than Eric Bischoff, who had him in the room and did a full-on video introduction saying he's won high school wrestling competitions. And if that's because they're focusing on high school wrestling, then fine. But like, wow, does that look stupid? Continue.
I think it's vague for a reason, because it's not a huge thing. If it's something more than just you get coached by Izzy and you get real American freestyle as a logo on your gear, I'd be shocked. And I'll be very excited too, because that means it's going to be an even bigger disaster if it's something bigger than that. That's all I think it is. I think it's just, hey, come hang out with Hulk Hogan, get coached by Izzy Martinez, get a sponsorship, get some money. And that's all it is. If it's anything more, sweet. That means it's going to be a fucking disaster, and I can't wait to watch it. But that's my expectation level. Is it some base sponsorship stuff for maybe high school wrestlers, maybe college wrestlers, maybe it's an NIL thing. I certainly think it's going to be like an MMA, UFC thing. I think that's all it is. I guess we'll see. But it's vague for a reason, because I don't think it's actually, I'm sure they think it's a great idea, but I also think they know it's not like the biggest thing in the world.
Get your $20, brother, at the door for being coached by Coach Izzy.
I want to read this comment that buried us. That sounds hilarious.
It's somewhere in there.
You
got to go to ones that have not been or have been replied to, because I did reply to it. And I was kind of like, all right, yeah, you got us. That's us. You spent 3 minutes crafting a 10-minute response.
Oh, this is a long response. I want to read all this.
That's what I'm talking about. Even I at one point was just like, all right, you're just trying to bury us by making yourself look funny, and you just look stupid.
Okay, I'm gonna read all this. Sorry,
Jesus Christ, why?
Sorry to this person.
Don't give this person any air. This is dumb. You're getting through it, aren't you?
I'm trying to.
It's just not good. It's poorly written. They thought it was a smart comment, and it was on 3 minutes of a show. It's amazing.
Well, they're already wrong because they're saying, and by already I mean halfway through. They said, where no matter what Bischoff or Hogan do, they will pretentiously cry about it over some type of political strife or insanely goofy reason. Wrong.
No,
I think it rules. I think it's hilarious, and it has nothing to do with political strife or insanely goofy reasons. I guess I do think it is hilarious.
I mean, everything's goofy, but like there's no political reasoning behind this. Because also, like, Bischoff doesn't go out of his way to do the shit that Hulk does on that level. He just, whatever. I don't care about that either. I feel how I felt about Hulk and his stupid theatrics at the RNC. But I don't care about this particular instance. He's always awful.
It's very funny. This person's whole basis of argument is clearly just defending Hogan and Bischoff and thinking it's like, this is the comment. What's funny is that Hogan and Bischoff will gain considerable traction, especially if their third man is someone like Vince. Well, buddy, their third man was not on the level of Vince, which is a good thing in this instance, in many instances, but also when we're talking about popularity and whatnot, he ain't even close to that. They'll have money, interest, and nothing to lose. I mean,
you can lose money and interest very quickly in this world.
The IWC will hilariously be in their corner, angrily asking themselves, why is this popular? I will be angrily asking myself, why is this popular?
They definitely ask the question why when they announce their third man. They also ask who. They also ask why bother. What is this?
Oh, then he goes into tribalism stuff and like blah 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 and all.
He goes into like stuff that makes zero sense to his argument and beyond. It's like, and even better is that the rest of our show was very much like both sides of all the companies we discussed. Like we literally went on, like we talked about TNA on both sides. We talked about WWE on both sides. Talked about AEW on both sides, albeit for 5 minutes that particular day. It was like we were very even keeled. If anything, we were more critical than usual to all of them.
I don't remember what our show was on Monday, but sure.
It comes and goes, but yes, this is what happened.
I hope this person watches this video and now I want this person's thoughts now that this reveal has happened. This is my whole day is going to be waiting for what this person thinks, because he was offended that we dismissed the Hogan and Bischoff federation that was going to have Vince McMahon around it.
Huge wrestling federation with Vince here.
Ryan says there's a Forbes article. Hold on, let's look at this.
Oh, it can only be written by one person.
It just says by ... So they didn't even give like.
Oh, and of course it was posted by Bischoff. No, it was exactly who you thought.
Oh, well, it just says by ... But I guess I got to click the more button. Okay.
Yeah, if you open the full article, it's Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff talk Cena's heel turn, unveil Real American Freestyle.
So Real American Freestyle looks to blend the drama of pro wrestling and reality shows with the unscripted competition of freestyle and wrestling. So it's the first league of its kind. Real American Freestyle has already announced former UFC fighter Ben Askren, former Olympian Kennedy Blades, and former national champion Zahid Valencia. So it's like UFC.
They think it's like that, but it's only grappling. It's only freestyle wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's not UFC, but it's UFC, and it's like it's UFC. It's UFC and wrestling. Just
there's a press release. All right, there's a press. Oh, this all started because the guy who beat Gable Steveson, Wyatt Hendrickson, he like saluted Donald Trump after his win, and then I guess Hulk Hogan thought, oh, brother,
we can make money off of this.
Yeah. Brother. When I saw that happen and I saw our president hug him, I went, okay, we are on point. We're ready to go, and instincts have prevailed, and I smell victory. I think we're on the right track.
Money, you fuck, whatever.
So it's It's basically a freestyle wrestling company, but it's going to have storylines and whatnot.
They've received venture cap investment from Left Lane Capital, backers of Gerard Pique's Kings League, Sean White's Snow League, and League One Volleyball. Sure. The first question on the article is Cena. On the interview, I'm done. I'm closing.
Oh, that's the Forbes. I'm reading the April.
Yeah, I know you went to the real deal. Good
Yeah.
on you. No way. I want to keep reading that interview. Just incredulous shit. Just amazing. If you haven't already, leave a thumbs up on the video, by the way. 30 minutes into this, and this is what you get. My goodness. You got a gorilla, and then you got the 600-pound gorilla in the room we had to discuss.
I think the gorilla would be great in real American freestyle.
Gorilla has to go to American freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably win. I'd probably be number one.
Oh, fuck. The first event is scheduled for August 30th in Cleveland.
Oh, no.
I should see if I can get credentialed to this.
I'm sure you can.
Oh, shit. I feel like I'm going to have to go to this now.
Bring a very good camera.
I can interview Hogan and Bischoff, brother.
Don't forget to ask him about John Cena's heel turn. Bigger than the NWO heel turn, Hogan? No, nothing's bigger than that, brother. Let me tell you why. 30 years ago, 4 score. Anyway.
Oh my gosh.
Like Ryan's pointing out, like if you like the wrestling portion, it'll probably be really good. Of course, the athletes are going to do what they do. The presentation is going to be gaudy as hell. How many Hulkamaniacs does it take on one gorilla? He'll just say, none, brother. They think it's over when they get there.
I'm excited for this.
Of course you are.
It's going to be a
This is going to revitalize your entire wrestling fandom. And then you're going to write an article about how Hulk Hogan revitalized your wrestling fandom, and everyone's going to take it the wrong way.
I got no time for Hogan. I think he's a trash person. Bischoff's whatever. And this, speaking strictly from real American freestyle, this sounds like a disaster that I can't wait to watch. They're gonna have these dudes like they're gonna have these dudes like trying to cut like promos and stuff. Oh man, they're gonna get super like political and
everyone has to wear a variation of red, white, and blue.
Everyone's gonna do like their worst Colby Covington impression. It's gonna be terrible. This Ben Askren is part of this. So they're already getting like kind of washed up fighters.
It's going to be super racist. That's why they're running Cleveland.
Oh, you know Gable Stevenson's going to be part of this shit too.
Oh, it's going to be his redemption story. It's going to be this whole build around it.
Yeah. Yeah, Gable Stevenson's 100% joining this shit.
This is awful. Everything about it is awful. Oh my!
The idea was so exciting that I get a chance to be involved with all these young people and help guide them in any way, especially to make them huge stars and create a future for them. People might be surprised, but wrestling is wrestling, brother.
Brother, get me off this ride. We got a couple super chats. First is from Kaza saying, money's for the best morning show in wrestling. Thank you. We certainly try, and some mornings are easier than others.
Kaza also told you got to eat the Harlem sandwich. Do you know what the Harlem sandwich is?
No, was this from yesterday's show?
Yeah, it's from yesterday's show.
I got halfway through and I got sick of you all burying me.
That ruled.
For your problems, no less. Son of a bitch. I'm trying to edit the Lil Mars interview that I. By the way, had you listened to it yet? No, you did the junket stuff initially when I was in Vegas. Because shout out to you, you like hopped on, you got all the transcripts and everything done. But like, I realized that whatever I had uploaded for you guys in Vegas was only the first 35 minutes of the interview, and the full thing there's another 10 minutes. So I in the minute was like, oh shit, where's the rest of it? Found it, put it together. It's up on the website. It'll go live eventually. But yeah, I was editing the Lil Mar stuff. I wasn't watching Raw, and I wasn't thinking about whatever playoff schedule because the Sens weren't playing. So
you got to think about my playoff schedule, not yours.
Now I'm paying attention to mine because the Sens finally won 2 games. So I'm just like, I'm out there getting to you, and I'm just like, what? And also, it's a group chat. It's SB3 and it's Jeremy. It's not my fault Jeremy got to me before SB3. You could have ignored it, Jeremy. You could have just been like, I'll let SB3 take care of this. You could have even said as much. Instead, you said whatever you said, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going with it because I told you I'm not watching Raw. I wasn't watching live. I was busy. So you don't get to blame me for your problems. SB3, same shit. Just because I didn't listen to you because you messaged me as I finished and was going to bed doesn't mean you get to bury me the next day on the show.
Yes, it does.
Bury you in another time.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's fair.
What were we talking? Oh, the Harlem sandwich.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, you should probably get that. Yeah.
All right. So you got to do barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Shredded cheese.
I like it.
Mayonnaise.
Okay. I have questions.
And ketchup. On bread.
What kind of bread?
Just regular ass bread.
Just white bread?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that sounds awful. Can get a brioche bun or like a potato roll?
Bread. Nope, white
bread. Just like Texas toast white bread.
Real American bread.
Real American. So Dempster's white.
Yeah, you gotta. Casa Sandelson, $50 if you eat it.
Hold on. No, I gotta see the.
I did it for 10 yesterday.
For 10, someone's gonna do it for 50. Hey, but shredded cheese, I have that.
Shredded cheese,
barbecue sauce, mayo,
ketchup.
And ketchup.
Yeah.
I think I have ketchup. I think I have all those things. My barbecue sauce is actually a good one too. Hold on, but I can't. There's no meat.
No.
This is all,
that was my question too. I was like, is it like barbecue, like the meat barbecue? And there's like, no, just much.
No. I knew what I knew barbecue sauce, but like,
you gotta eat it.
Gotta eat it, eh? Okay.
Yeah. I ate it yesterday.
Okay, hold on.
Don't be a coward.
No, I'm not. So I'm willing to do it, especially because there's now $50 on the table. I'm trying to get this. Hold on.
What a whore.
Yeah, no, I am. Okay. Chance of a zombie. No, okay, 8 o'clock. Okay, no, wait, hold on. Where's this thing? Oh, here we go. 10:02 p.m. Eastern. Not watching Raw tonight, got a thumbnail in mind, or waiting on the main event happening.
Oh yeah, you're losing this battle, by the way. Good. This is your funeral. Yep.
He replied after with the Sammy. I think Seth and Sammy is the main talking point, and the best stuff from the show.
Yeah, that was like a minute after I said the women's stuff.
Yeah, I had already started on that, so I'm winning. It's over.
What do you mean you started on? You started on 1 minute after I said the women's stuff?
To which I then said, you change it.
No, hold
SB3 didn't change shit.
You're not giving a fair evaluation of this conversation.
Oh, we're doing it. Come on.
No. Here's how it went, everybody. SB3 is correct, by the way. 10:02. Not watching Raw. This is Joel. Not watching Raw tonight. Got a thumbnail in mind or waiting for the main event to happen. This is 10:02. Main event stuff has not happened at this point. 10:19. Women's stuff has been the most interesting. Keep in mind, folks, I'm trying to watch the hockey game.
Did not know this because I'm not watching hockey or King.
I'm not in the right mind frame here. This is something. I'm muting you. Let me speak. This is something my colleague and alleged friend Joel Pearl should know.
No.
That there is hockey going on, and that is what I'm worried about. right now, not the Raw thumbnail. Okay? Keep this in mind. 10:19, that was my reply. 10:31, so Becky, Lyra. 10:32, me. Yeah. 10:33, SP3 says, I think the Sammy and Seth stuff is the main talking point and the best from the show. So 2 minutes after you said Becky and Lyra, there's no way you were done or working on this thumbnail 2 minutes after, because you didn't post this thumbnail until 11:02.
Yeah,
and you know how I know that it took you so damn long? Because I was stressed out about hockey.
Because I was
trying to set up the show.
And I was trying to edit the video that I was just explaining and render it.
Yes.
And I'm not going to start using Photoshop while I'm rendering an entire ass video.
Okay. Everybody heard that, right? Everyone heard that.
Yeah, but then
Joel just admitted he did not start on the thumbnail until after SP3 commented Sammy and Seth. You just admitted it. You're on video right now admitting you were working on your video interview and you had not started on the thumbnail. And yet, you still went with Becky and Lyra instead of replying to SP3. Because I said 1 minute after SP3 said, I think Sammy and Seth is the best stuff. 1 minute later, I'm fine either way. I'm stressed over hockey and do not care. And instead of replying to SP3, hold on. Let me finish, Skip. Instead of replying to SP3 and getting more clarity on the situation, you just went ahead and made the Becky and Lyra thumbnail.
Yeah, man, because I had on 4 hours of sleep and I didn't give a shit what I was doing at that point. It was my day off. And I wasn't watching Raw.
Hashtag Joel is wrong.
Enjoy doing your own thumbnails from now on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I'll get Wilkins to do them. He's very kind.
Really works for your viewership. There you go.
Why are you angry, Joel?
I'm not angry. I'm sitting here reading my timeline.
It's okay, Joel. We're just messing with you.
Are you though?
Yeah.
And you go on the show that I'm not on, and you decide to bury me like it's the roast of WrestleMania.
Well, you got a chance to reply today.
Yeah, so does Charlotte Flair on Saturday, on Friday, when she comes to confront Nia Jax.
You got a chance to reply today, and in your replies, you confirmed you were more wrong.
IDK, I'm just going to wrestle.
You confirmed you were more wrong in your reply.
IDK, I'm just here to wrestle. I'm just here to get paid. And even then.
It's okay, Joel.
I am the Charlotte Flair of In the Weeds. Show up when I want, work when I want, fumble whatever I want.
Yes, SV3 says, we love you, Joel. We didn't say anything about your race or your sex life. You're SB3's favorite Canadian Jew.
My race or my sex life? Jesus Christ.
That's what they talked about with Charlotte.
Well, maybe they should have.
They talked about a lot of stuff.
You can boo me, you can cheer me, but I still get paid at the end of the day. Woo. You can woo or boo me. Are they wooing or booing, Jeremy? Are they wooing or booing?
Are you really okay, Joel? I'm actually like serious. I'm worried. Okay. I said this to my wife last night because she was like, oh, it was hilarious. You and SP3 going off on Joel. And it started because I banned Pile Driver Finisher by accident.
Yes, and then you had to come to me to fix it. Which
I didn't come to you.
You found a way to fix it. Now you came to me to fix it.
I didn't message you anything.
Because you don't message people during the show unless it's on Slack.
Yeah, I didn't message you anything. My wife messaged you. Well, I would have figured it out, but my wife messaged you because she could tell I like legitimately felt guilty about banning Pile Driver Finisher. So she messaged you, and then I was like, Joel's the reason we're in this spot in the first place. And then she's like, oh, that was so funny. The whole thing with Pile Driver Finisher, and then Barry and Joel was like, I legitimately feel bad. Like, I hope Joel doesn't take it personally. Like, I hope he knows like we're just having fun and like he's good with everything. And she's like, oh, SP3 said that SP3 said that like he loves Joel and everything. So I was like, yeah, I hope he doesn't listen to it and thinks it's like an actual attack. So I hope you don't think like
No. I think the running bit on the show has become when one of the hosts isn't on, we just bury each other.
That's why I always show up so you guys can't bury me.
The problem is SP3 watches our show when we're not, like when he's not here, and I'm like, what's wrong with you, man? Go do literally anything else, please. Just do anything. The Fightful account's asking we know how to unban people. Yes, we do. I know how, and Jeremy, I think you figured it out, or what?
No, I didn't actually ban pile driver finishers. So like when you put someone, yeah, but it says like this person has been banned and their comments have been removed. So like that got me like flustered of like, oh shit, I banned him.
StreamYard's weird like that. It just tells you that they're banned, but really they're in timeout.
Yeah, so I was very sad that I thought I banned pile driver finisher. So no, I don't know how to unban people at all.
Notice how pile driver finisher isn't here, right? Oh wait, there he is.
No, pile driver finisher's here.
Oh wait, there he is. Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna let you all know, Joel. You actually do the thumbnail. What?
I'm gonna need you to unban one LT photo on this account. On this account or on the main account? Because I have a feeling I could do either way. It's not that hard. It's you just got to be on desktop.
Oh, Joel, are you guys doing a live Impact show?
No, Jesus, no, Christ, no.
Okay.
No, I timeouted Luis for being young and thought I banned him.
It looks like it says you've banned this person, so I get like worried, like shit.
That is so funny.
Okay, so
no, we're not doing it because they're running at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah,
they're like, and I thought that's the stupidest possible thing you could do. The pay-per-view, like the post pay-per-view edition, and it's live. And I turned to Cresta and I was like, we're not starting at midnight. We're not doing this. And she's like, oh great, it's my birthday anyway. So everybody wins.
So so you already set up the show for Friday. So you're not gonna message and annoy me on Thursday night anyway. Folks, game 6 is on Thursday. So don't bother me on Thursday night. I already got to cover Impact while I'm trying to watch this hockey game. I'm going to be so annoyed. I'm banning everybody on Friday after we lose. Everyone's getting banned. You say one wrong thing. Mike Straw's banned right now. You say one wrong thing to me and you're getting banned. Just let you know on Friday. I'm not going to be in the mood after we lose game 6.
We have so many people banned on our main Fightful account.
As we should.
This is going to take a while. Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. Harry Ball.
Can't you do Control F?
No, not it doesn't work like that.
Oh, okay.
Stupid YouTube. Is it on the, did you just ban Mike Straw?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He said Dallas Stars.
Oh. Yeah, I get it.
Mike Straw has no room to talk as a Sabres fan. I don't like taking shots at other people's team, but
that's true. They are not a good team. He'll tell you that same thing too.
I know.
Val Venus he's out of there. Where is this 1LT photo ban? Is this on our account or is this on the main account? Nobody told me this.
Will, I think you can still watch. You just can't comment.
Yeah. He's just timed out, so we can't comment on the show. Yeah. So he can like DM us angrily, which he probably will. But
I'm not paying attention to Mike Straw. Go check out the main channel stuff. He did the video on one of the greatest pro wrestling games ever, WCW Backstage Assault.
We played it. It's very there.
It was a lot better than I thought it was from playing it years ago. Yeah, remember we played it on stream. I even commented then. I was like, oh, this isn't terrible.
It's true. It was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Where is this?
I wouldn't say it was good, but I mean, it's better than No Mercy.
Why do we ban so many people? Matty Ice, WWE champion. What is this? We have banned some pretty awful people. Tommy Guitar Fender, who's got their profile picture just large boobs. Some of these, like Ryan Adams is banned in our in the main chat. Why is that Ryan Adams banned? Like the Skull Vikings one, the one who sends super chats.
Oh, really? In the main chat?
I'm gonna unban you because unless he did something to Sean.
Well,
I'm gonna unban them and hopefully it's the real one. I'm going through this. there's some like Fots Falafel. Oh, Colby's banned.
fair.
That's fair. There's so many people here that just don't make sense. I don't see 2 LT photo though. I don't see 1 LT photo either. There's so many names. Romanowski 316. Oh no.
SB3, I got you. Kaza, don't be a jerk. There, I've timed out Kaza.
What did Kaza say? I missed it.
Kaza's being mean about the Lakers.
Oh, okay. I will tell people now that stuff doesn't bug me because I'm a Sens and Ducks fan, so I know what I get.
I don't think it bugs SP3 that bad. But I will still stick up for SP3 if he wants someone to be on timeout. We like Kaza, but
okay,
it bugs me. Everyone knows it bugs me. I'm not trying. I can't hide that.
Okay, I don't think 2LT photo is actually banned on our main channel. I have just spent the last 10 minutes trying to do this, so you're welcome, Fightful. Just doing my jobs on the air as a social community manager or community manager / a billion other things. Anyway, but not important. I'm supposed to host this shit here. Colby blocked me because I didn't agree with Triple H being a great booker. Huh. Meet Normus, try resetting your YouTube.
Yeah, SP3 admits like
Luis accidentally banned 1 LT. I can't find 1 LT either, but I'm going to look for this later. I'm done looking. Great text to wake up to, let me tell you.
Yes, SP3 admits he talks crap, so he expects to be.
Yeah, he'll wear the sweater and just tell everyone how great it is.
I don't talk crap about other teams. I bury my own team because they depress me, and then I get more depressed when people bury my team some more. So I tired of it.
I mean, I'm a Sens fan. I liked watching last night's game. Made me very happy. Winning 4-0 over the Leafs after watching 3 games of just mediocrity. It's a good feeling. Come back in OT to win at home. I thought the Sens would lose last night. I was like, all right, they won 1 at home. That was a nice moment for Ottawa. Now they went on the road. They took another one. They'll go back home tomorrow, and we'll see what that brings. My expectations are low. It's the first time the Sens have been in the playoffs since 2017. They're clearly wanting to perform, period, and they are now. Maybe they just had a late start. Good for them. Couple of good entertaining games. Very different games for the Sens and Leafs. Yeah. And if they somehow pull it out, I will be very happy. But I'm not gonna. I just don't have the same connection to sports that some of my other colleagues do. That's all.
You can say me.
But it's not just you. Like yes, it's you. But like he's very much the same. Sean is the same. Pulowski's not the same, but like
no, Pulowski's the same. Pulowski's blocked Sean's friends over Buck's jokes and everything. Pulowski's very much the same.
Because I know that like Pulowski's a huge Bucks fan, and like again, I respect the fandom. I've never been as passionate about anything in sports the way some of y'all get, and that's understandable. It's just not for me.
Oh, it's stupid. I fully recognize that it's dumb as hell. I'm not trying to pretend otherwise, but I can't help it. Like I truly try. Can't help it. It's just gonna piss me off. That's all it's gonna do. I remember yelling at you and Wilkins on stream because we tried to do the watch along.
Yes,
that was like a 1-1 game too, and we were like up like 3-0 in that series, maybe 3-1. I had no reason to actually yell at you guys over that, but that's just how I am. Like this is why I don't watch games with my friends, because I'm just like, y'all don't want to be around me and I don't want to be around y'all. I think I told this story before, but I'll tell it again. The Super Bowl, when the Panthers were in the Super Bowl, I at the time I told my ex at the time, I was like, I want to watch the game with my dad. because my dad and I always watch the football together. So if we make it to the Super Bowl, I want to watch the game with my dad. I want to go to my parents' house and I want to watch the game. And she's like, oh, well, our friends are throwing a Super Bowl party and it's also her birthday. So like, we got to go to this. I was like, no, you don't get it. I want to watch the game with my dad. Like, this is who I need to watch the game with because it's the fucking Super Bowl and I'm going to be a wreck. And at least my dad understands. My dad doesn't support how I act, but he at least knows how I act. And so does my mom. And so it's like, they will get me in this and I'll at least be around my parents and things will be okay. And she's like, no, you gotta go to the party with our friends. And you hear it, Casa. I apologize. I yell at SP3. It's his fault, not mine. And she's like, oh, gotta go to our friends. I was like, all right. I was like, you better hope they win. I legitimately, I was like, you just gotta hope they win. Because if they don't, it's not gonna be good. And the Panthers didn't win. And it wasn't good. And I'm pretty sure I lost friends on that day. But I tried to warn everyone. I was like, I don't want to be around you people. I don't like half of you anyway. Now you're dragging me. And the worst part is, Joel, the worst part, I hate this shit as a fan. Don't ask me fucking questions about the game. Don't ask me, why is this a 15-yard penalty if you were watching this game? Okay? I get it. It's the Super Bowl. You're a casual fan and all this stuff. Don't ask me, why is this a penalty? Why'd they do that? Why'd they do this? Just let me angrily watch this game. Don't bother me. Don't fucking bother me. Bless my wife. Bless my wife. She watched the Stanley Cup run with me. She watched most of the games. She was very new to hockey. She was very new to how I get during that because we hadn't been dating for too long. We weren't even married yet at that point. So she watched the games with me, but I warned her. I was like, here's how I'm going to be. I'm sorry. I apologize in advance for this. So she watched it with me, though. She watched the games. Unfortunately, we won most of those games, so it wasn't too bad. She maybe didn't understand everything that was going on with hockey because I'm not sure she watched a single hockey game in her life before she met me. But she didn't understand too much what was going on. She knew enough. But she at least didn't ask me a bunch of damn questions. Why is this icing? Why is this offsides? Why'd they do this? Why did they do that? She sat there. She watched the game. She was excited for me when I got excited. And then she just left me alone when I was angry, which was most of the game because I'm always angry during the games. Just don't bother me. Don't bother me. Yes, you get it. Is why I don't want to watch the Super Bowl with a bunch of people if my team's playing. If the Panthers ever make the Super Bowl, we watch the game with like the kids and everything. All these kids got to go to separate rooms. They all got to go to their own rooms so I can just watch the game in peace. I guess I can go to my room, but I shouldn't be punished. They should all just go away if the Panthers are in the Super Bowl. The Thunder are in the finals. Just go away. The Avs aren't going to the finals, so we don't have that issue this year.
Well,
just don't bother me.
Time may tell. You never know.
Nah, big man dogs. I don't care if they actually pay attention. I'm not during the game. I got no time for questions and during that stuff.
Fair question though, or retort. What if they wait until commercials to ask the questions? Will you have time or will you be too in your thing?
It depends on the score.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to hear.
Yeah. Like if we're up like 4-1 or something, obviously using hockey here, like then all right, sure, I'll answer the question. If we're down, don't bother me. Just don't bother me at all.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, I kind of get it. For me, it is a time thing. Pick your time, pick your spots, brother. So yeah, good for them. Good for you. You know your limitations as a fan.
Stupid.
And you know not to ask questions, and you know to take everything on it at face value, and you know to just sit back and react accordingly. You are the perfect wrestling fan, Jeremy Lambert.
It's stupid. It's all
Cy-
stupid.
Cyclops is better than Wolverine asking. We see the third man. We're still asking who's the third man. That was my favorite reactions. We're just, and it was under like the Hogan who had posted it, right? And it's just a bunch of people like, who? You can't build something like that up and expect it to work. It's just perfect.
Yeah, if that's like your
ace, brother.
if that's like your thing, like they did the whole NWO thing, so people obviously a certain sector got excited about it, right?
Yeah.
And the other sector thought like, oh, what is this? Like they're playing on nostalgia here. Like what could this possibly be? And like if your reveal is a freestyle wrestling company with a guy who, unless you're really deep in the freestyle wrestling community, you're not gonna know. You probably should have managed the expectations a little bit differently there.
Yeah, those 3.5 people were really jazzed to see Izzy Martinez. So, all right. We got a super chat from Wrestle Comics, kind of moving the conversation along, saying, can you predict night 1 and 2 SummerSlam main events? It'll be 100 Seth Rollins versus 1 Gorilla. And Braun Breaker.
Oh, you only need 10 Seth Rollins. You only need 10 Seth
That's
Rollins.
right. He did say that. And how many John Cena's against the Gorilla night 2 for the World Championship?
Oh, this current version of John Cena, you're gonna need a lot.
Yeah, he's not. It ain't peak John Cena at this point. We're pushing 50 John Cena. But the Gorilla might respect John Cena because of his career and legacy.
Cena yelling out spots to the Gorilla.
Not yet.
All right, get off the ropes. Get off the ropes. Clothesline. Arm rip. Here we go.
Oh, get the bandage. Yeah, that's the one. My actual response is Seth and Jay night 1, Cena and Punk night 2.
So WrestleMania 4. Oh, it's a
SummerSlam. SummerSlam. Because all the tickets are on sale, and now the discourse, of course, is $20,000 for tickets.
Cena and who night 2?
I thought maybe Cena and Punk if they don't do it at in LA at Money in the Bank.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm more inclined to say they should do because of the Money in the Bank and the history, and they're in LA versus being in Chicago in 2011. So the story gets flipped on its head because John Cena's threatening to leave wrestling with the championship, much like Punk was doing in 2011 with the contract. So he was going, Cena's going to, I think they're going to do that at Money in the Bank so that Cena could do the visual where he blows the kiss and runs away through the crowd or through the wherever after beating, CM Punk, and just do that. Because this is what the Cena run is. He's just doing everything that his opponents did to him back in the day and just spitting it right back and saying, I'm never coming back. That's kind of what the John Cena story is here. But if they do it again, Cena and Punk at SummerSlam, maybe they'll add a third. I just don't know who. Maybe Roman will be the third for some reason.
Yeah, do triple threat matches, brother.
Of course, everyone's got to get on the card.
I think Seth is getting that title before SummerSlam.
Yeah? I don't know about that.
And I think we're going to do Seth and Roman at SummerSlam.
So I was thinking a bit about when Seth came out and after Raw after Mania, and Seth and Roman Seth and Heyman come out and they say, we're talking about next year's WrestleMania, right? That starts tonight. And you're looking at, next year's WrestleMania. And I was thinking to myself, like, well, okay, so if Seth is going to be planned, let's say, because things can definitely change in the next year. If it's Seth as the world champion going into Mania 42, the two people right at the top of the list right now, as of today, are Braun Breaker, because they are currently in a Batista Triple H style storyline. People have harkened back to Evolution, or Sami Zayn, because Sami winning a title at WrestleMania is such a huge idea and a big babyface moment that you take it from Big Evil Seth, who's been trying to, someone called them the Seth Riders on the Raw post show, and I thought that was very apt, where it's Seth is trying to recreate wrestling in the future in his vision. That's what the Death Riders were starting as. So the idea here is Seth is a champion going into 42, and either Sammy or Braun is going after Seth, or like one takes 42, one takes 43. So that's kind of where I'm at with the long term of this. But SummerSlam, it could be Roman, but I think there's a little bit more with Jay. I think they'll have it until SummerSlam. Dude, they got to yeet with those lights on at Money in the Bank. With the lights at the Intuit Dome.
Yeah, well, that might be where he loses the title.
That's a good point. That might be where he loses it. Who's going to win Money in the Bank this year? Should that be Braun Breaker? Breaker in the Bank?
I don't know if you go Braun Breaker with that. It depends on what their long-term vision is with this Seth and Braun Breaker thing. Because you mentioned people are like, oh, a year. Why can't you do Seth and Braun at WrestleMania next year? And people are like, a year's a long time for them to be together and have this run. And other people are like, a year's not long enough because Bloodline is, 20 years old and people think that's how every faction needs to be. I think this is a longer term faction, whether I like it or not. I think this is a longer term faction. I don't think this is going to be a split after a year. I think they've got a few years planned with this Heyman Seth alliance and Breaker being a very big part of this alliance. Oh, I wouldn't bank on a split in less than a year. If it happens, fine, like as long as it's done well. But my gut tells me that they're going to still be a duo at WrestleMania next year.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good way to think about it. I mean, you do Sammy, that's a big moment. He gets, if every other year, and we're only going by 39, 40, 41, every other year is a happy ending, Sammy gets a happy ending next year. And the year after that, maybe
who's Sammy beaten? Well,
let's say he beats Seth. And then Seth at one point recaptures the title going into Mania 43.
Oh.
Or maybe the story is Braun is the big bad wolf and Seth is the big baby face. And he's seen the error of his ways and he has to, save wrestling again.
As much as I love Sammy, I don't know if he's going to win the world title.
I think just a world title. I think it's more likely than say the undisputed title.
I just don't know if that's actually going to happen.
I don't know about that. Well, again, there's so much time and things are going to change monthly, weekly, whether that's because of, someone says something, someone does something, someone gets injured, someone comes back, crowd gets hot on something. It always affects the design of the story. And I know that Paul has been pretty straight and narrow when it came to like Bloodline. The pivoting with Sammy at one point was very helpful. It clearly caught fire. We'll see what that story does. Sammy's going to be involved. Like Sammy's going to be on the outskirts of this involvement of the story. And that's that. If Kevin Owens at one point is in line to be back next year, early, late, whatever, before Mania, then there's someone that you can add to the story as well because of the history involved. There are enough players involved, especially in the Seth universe, that you can get a really cool story out of it. And it's not going to be a shock to many people in terms of just the quality of the storytelling when it's good, or be completely out of left field because, again, Seth has affected so many people on the roster over the last, 10, 15 years. Got a super chat also from Wrestle Comics saying Randy wins a Backlash via Cody costing Cena. I don't expect John Cena to be dropping that title anytime soon, let alone to Randy Orton.
Cody's been benched. QB1 is riding the bench right now.
You don't bench people in wrestling in WWE. Didn't you listen to Nick Khan?
Well,
you listen to everything. How did you miss that?
I mean, I'm the one who circulated that.
So you're a propagandist is what you're saying.
Yeah, I guess so. Sure.
Damn, how do you get access?
Now, I don't think that Randy Orton is winning that title.
Me neither. I do think that the match is going to be what it is. I don't know, man. There's the Backlash right now is not. It's not catching the vibes that people want it to catch.
I think most people agree with that. There's only
I know. I'm saying WWE hoped that it
Oh.
would be better received than it's been because
I
it's lacking something.
I think it's exactly what WWE's going for, though. And you know, for us, maybe it's not hitting, but they look at it and like Pat McAfee's a draw. McAfee is gonna bring in eyeballs. Logan Paul's a draw. He's gonna bring in eyeballs. And so they think that that's strong enough on top of having Cena and Orton and Becky and Lyra. So I think it's exactly what they're going for. For a lot of fans, certainly the ones that are more online, it's not hitting well, but they've told you, they've explicitly said they ain't playing to the online audience. They're playing to the audiences in the arena. The arena was fired up on the Pat McAfee promo. That was a great promo. They were fired up for that. Logan Paul gets a reaction. I sat here yesterday and I said he's playing wrestler, and I don't have anything to dislike Logan Paul as a wrestling character, and I don't really have a strong opinion on Logan Paul as far as, I want to see him get beat up. Like I think he's playing wrestler. That's my thoughts on him. But he gets a reaction to the live audience for the most part, and Jay obviously gets a very good reaction to the live audience. They ain't playing to dorks like us.
But they will let us into their press box. Dorks like us. You should go to the wrestling thing as the press box guy. The interspecies wrestling something show. Hulk Hogan's new thing.
Oh.
Real American interspecies wrestling, where gorillas wrestle men.
But they're not, though. That's the thing. Like they are not playing to people like us. They are playing to what they feel is their larger audience. And in some aspects, they're correct. Like they still get good reactions. They're still selling out these buildings despite the absurd ticket prices. So
yeah. Listen, we ain't going. There's only one way we can go if we want to.
I might go to Raw on Monday because I don't know if I will get John Cena's advertised for that show, and he's only got a limited amount of dates left. So I'm highly debating on going to Raw on Monday. They haven't announced anything for that show though. I don't think they got what they haven't even fully confirmed Cena. And I'm sort of waiting for that. But Rusev and Otis, Penta and JD McDonough, those are the two things they've announced. That I ain't shelling out money for those two matches. Sorry.
That's what I'm getting to. You got to bring something back. This is a bit of a cool down right now. I mean, I get that they're still hot, they're still selling tickets, but there's what I watched from Raw was like, all right, this is okay. Nothing was wowing me. Like the Seth stuff was good. I think that the Pat McAfee promo was good. Thought it was well deserved. Well not deserved. Well executed. Thought that was good. But other than that, the Rusev promo was just hilarious because he's just like, I'm big, I'm jacked, and I'm gonna beat other people up who screwed up like I did, or they're going to heed my call. It's like they're gonna, okay, all right, and then I'm going to send them to the abyss. Oh, they're going AEW for you. Okay, great. It was just words. It was words with veiled meaning. But Rusev is going to beat up on people that he thinks haven't hit their potential. Yeah, and then he's going to win the TNT title. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
What, you can't see Intercontinental Champion Rusev?
No, I mean I can. I just don't know if it's gonna happen.
He's gonna beat up Dom for not.
Tom has lived up to his potential.
He's gonna be like, I remember you. You've never lived up to your potential. Be like, where have you been for the last 3 years? Don't ask questions. He's gonna redeem them. He's gonna come out and call himself the best man after all this is over. He's the best. He's the best man. He's the best. He's the best man. Oh God, yeah. And Raw, I know you guys talked about it. I thought Raw was a very give or take thing. The Becky and Lyra stuff. Hey, credit to Lyra. I thought she gave the most passionate promo she's ever given, and she is. I think she's more than she's been given, but they haven't given her much until now. How's that? She finally took what she was given. We never discussed Aleister Black is back. Oh no, we did, because then we talked about Blackface Miz.
Yeah.
Hell of a moment that was. We can talk about NXT for a few minutes if you want. Joe Hendry's back. They got real giddy about that. He got beat up by Dark State. Yeah. And then later on, he had to find another comedy tag team to go along with his comedy world title run. So they got Hank and Tank to team up. So it's going to be Hendry, Hank, and Tank against Dark State next week. So good on you, NXT.
Dude, Dark State's winning that, right?
It's probably going to be a DQ, but it's just the idea that they're all going to beat up the tag team and TNA world champion. It's all in service of getting them a tag title shot, I guess, but it's just hilarious.
You found that very funny.
It's just because it just continues to show the amount of it's not even disrespect. It's just the uncaring of the TNA world title in the WWE universe. It's very funny.
I feel like Dark State's winning that. Like they're going to pin one of the Hank or the Tank to set up getting a tag team title match. I don't think that Hank and Tank are like a long-term champion.
No, it should be Tyson and Tyreek who are the champions, and then it should be the Rascals that beat Tyson and Tyreek for the NXT champions.
You gotta let that one go.
Never. I can't let it go. It's over.
It's happening.
Awful. Good luck. If you got mixed up on the Aleister Black Miz stuff, you just got to go back to Monday's episode to really get the full scope of the conversation. Yeah. It's like sitting here saying it's funny for you, but not for TNA fans. That's the thing. I am a TNA fan. I cover the damn show. I talk about.
That doesn't make you a fan.
That's fair. It really doesn't. I just look at it and I'm like, oh God, they clearly. He's got senioritis. That's really the Joe Hendry has senioritis. I do not think this is Kate anymore. I have a very hard time believing that this is Kate. I just don't believe it.
Why?
Too happy about NXT.
Oh.
Also, too happy liking Hank and Tank.
Why? They kind of rule.
They're fine. They're no Tyson and Tyreek for TNA tag.
You're Tyson and Tyreek love. I mean, they're good. They're
good.
I don't have an issue with them. Clearly, you think they are higher up on the pedestal than WWE does.
Poor metaphor. Gone forever, though. Noam Dar comes back, wins it, and then all of a sudden, everyone's like, you won, but we all have to flow and fly away. Lash Legend leading that entire segment pretty much proved that they did not need to go away. They should have stayed together. They should be together forever, Jeremy. I'm very upset the metaphor are no longer together.
It was kind of lame that they Noam Dar came back and then they're like, yeah, anyway, guess we'll just go our separate ways now. I mean, they're probably better off not being together because a lot has changed in the year that Noam Dar has been gone. I feel bad for Oro Mensah because I don't know where he fits in.
He fits in on Evolve.
Nah.
Didn't you hear them the whole time? They were just like, we had world title matches. We went to TNA. We went to Saudi Arabia. We went here. We went there. We went everywhere. You're a champion. You're amazing. You're going to do great things. You are a featured member of the Evolve roster. Good for you.
Yeah, I don't feel like Oro Mensa's like he's gonna get the short end on this one. Noam Dar is gonna be fine until he loses the Heritage Cup, and then we'll see, because that's like his entire basis for existing in NXT at this point.
They'll move him up to the North American title afterwards. It's fine.
Yeah, and Lash and Jakara will be fine.
Do you think Oro Mensa knows Mexican? Or sorry, Spanish? Wow, that was racist. I'm sorry. I was reading Mexico. Do you think he knows Spanish? Do you think he knows Spanish? I'm tired.
I don't know, Joel.
Well, just saying, he can go to AAA instead. Shut up, Henry. Maybe Oro Mensa is El Grande Americano. You people are awful. The internet is not real. None of you people.
I don't know if Lash and Jakara like broke up. Like it was a weird thing. They made it seem like it, but I don't fully buy it.
I don't think they so much broke up as much as it was they're going to go focus on singles. And if it ends up that they come back together, then they'll go back to doing the tag stuff. Stop reading the chat. They're smelly.
We need a fine system. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, here's the fine system. Everything's fine. Shut up.
Joel still got to eat a Harlem sandwich.
Yeah, maybe by the end of the show I can do that. I was going to do it from my phone. I was going to go into the kitchen and do that, but I'm like, how dirty is my kitchen? Do I want to do that? El Grande Canadiano. Lash should not be Naomi's heavy because Lash is like 50 feet taller than Naomi, and we're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's why she's the heavy.
I get why you're saying it, but it just let Naomi be her own heavy. Let her beat up people on her own. She's powerful enough on her own.
I kind of like Lash's Naomi.
No, let Lash stand on her own. Let Lash and Charlotte Flair have a full-on fight.
That ain't gonna go well for Lash.
# bow down to Lash Legend, right? I think Lash and Jakara are, while they're broken up, I don't think that they're not ever going to be together again.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they do with them, because the women's division is going to be taking a hit here with Julia and Roxanne and potentially even Vacker moving up to the main roster. So Lash and Jakara can slide into kind of that top spot potentially. You know, they've been featured on main roster, so they clearly like something with them to feature them enough to give them these opportunities. So I wouldn't be shocked if they end up sliding up on the depth chart if Julia, Roxanne, and Vacker are full-time main roster in the next month or so. And
of course, what you got to do when you need a new champion or a contender is a battle royal. Are you excited for the men's battle royal next week? #1 contendership.
I looked at this list of talent and I'm just like,
British superstar Timothy Thatcher is coming back to wrestle.
That ruled.
That was hilarious. It's just like, here's a group of people. Oh, Tim Thatcher. Just fantastic. He should be the #1 contender. Just everyone should get in the ring and all leave when they see Tim's there.
I was like, unless y'all do got a TNA surprise, and I don't even know who that would be, like Trick Williams has to win this thing, because the only other name that makes any type of sense is like Ethan Page. He just lost. This roster, like this men's roster, it really shows when they announce this battle royal and all these participants, like it really shows just how much there ain't there.
So this was something that we kind of talked about in the TNA portion of our Discord on Fightful Select. Someone was talking about like the TNA is a landing spot for like former WWE talent. Like WWE recently released talent to go back to WWE without being on the payroll. And like when someone said that, I said to myself, none of them have worked cross boundaries since they've come back. So I told them, like, bear in mind, TNA talent working NXT and WWE have been way fewer versus the inverse. So like TNA talent that have been featured on NXT, it's only Joe Hendry, Trey and Wentz, Moose, JDC, the Hardys, and now Jordan had moved over. Frankie Kazarian did a battle royal, and Rosemary did the thing with Wendy Chu. Hammerstone did an appearance randomly before the end of his contract. That's it. That is it for TNA talent who have made the crossover for at least one match. Not talking appearances or microphone time. I'm talking a physical match. That's all they've done. So I don't even know if there's anyone from TNA that they're thinking of bringing over for a battle royal like this, or to even just help supplement the men's roster. Because there are people there that they could bring. They're just choosing not to use them. And they all have a TV experience, so it's not like they need to relearn the WWE system. Like everyone I just mentioned is one, but you've also got Santana. You've got Ali. You've got who else is there? You've got the Nemeths again. You've got people who are able, but they're just not doing it because it's like TNA is really keeping some of their TNA feuds in TNA, and then they're letting Joe Hendry do whatever he wants, as long as they make him look like a idiot while they're doing it.
I feel like Myers is going to be like part of this battle royal. It should be Myers, and then they should hit Eddie Edwards music, but it's not Eddie Edwards.
It's Thea Hale.
The GOAT Thea Hale.
They already changed their music again, though. They did it again where it was 1 week. Everyone pointed it out. They gave her new music. Awful.
Whatever. Bring it back. And she should enter this thing and eliminate all 24 people. And she should go on to Battleground to face Obafemi.
She should win.
I agree with that, too.
Yeah. No, she should have been champion. She should beat Roman Reigns. Should have beat Cody Rhodes. She should beat John Cena. Should beat them all.
I agree with all of us.
She would beat the Gorilla. Bring that Gorilla back. We got to talk to the Gorilla about having Thea Hale beat him off. That came out wrong. You know what I meant. Anything else from NXT we're talking about?
Couldn't win that battle. You knew you couldn't win that battle.
I just didn't want to.
You can't sit in the silence for that long. I can.
Really cannot.
No, you can't do it. Joel's talking about what has happened to you these last like 10 minutes, Joel?
I'm so tired.
Are you okay? I'm legitimately worried about you right now.
I'm so burnt out. I am so burnt out. I'm happily, I felt bad that Zarian's his power went out yesterday.
Yeah.
Because it sucked that it went out, but also, he's the only person that when he asks, can you do this show with me? The answer is yes. But man, it was my day off yesterday and I was working like a dog, but yeah, I'm burnt out, man.
What's a day off like?
I couldn't tell you because I haven't had one since before Vegas at this point. I thought yesterday would be it, but I ended up doing stuff all day anyway.
Okay.
Joel goes to Vegas, comes back a different human. It's not me. It's the brain worms. Never, ever, ever going back to the U.S.
Fair.
We're definitely now. I swear to God, I'm gonna get a phone call from Sean just be like, "Hey, you want to go to SummerSlam?" Be like, "I do not."
That's Jersey. That's
Jersey. I don't care if my sister lives there. I ain't going nowhere in that. Yeah, nope, not happening.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I did get damn sick. The American sickness. Yeah, it sucked. SB3. Go work Mania Week in Vegas specifically, and tell me how you feel after that. The answer ain't great. Oh man. You got to be ready. You got to be ready for the bullshit. Wilchin says women's tag was great. Io hitting on another level. Good for her. She was good. Her and Jordan Grace.
The EO emote pops me every single time. So, yeah, it fucking rules.
They're all doing it in the crowd.
Yeah, it's so funny. EO is just everything about her is just awesome. Like, she's got a banger theme song, one of the last remaining good themes. Her work is exceptional. She, like, her expressions are fantastic. Like, there's like nothing bad about Io Sky. Everything about her just rules.
It's true. It's great. Yeah, Labglass pointing out Demon Diva is sick too. Dude, we all got it. We all got it.
I'm shocked a bunch of people in a wrestling convention got sick.
None of this should be shocking to anyone. Even Sean got sick and he wasn't in Vegas.
I had the flu during WrestleMania.
Yeah, you weren't even there.
Uh,
It's your 28 kids getting you sick. Yeah, man, we all caught it. Whatever it was game over. Even the dudes from We Watch Wrestling got sick. I was listening to them this morning. It was the same shit. They're all sick. Everyone's sick. Not down with the good sickness either. It sucks. All right. What's next?
You got to eat this sandwich, Joel.
I got to make this sandwich.
Okay, go make it.
Ryan Lambert's right, by the way, is why you wear a mask at the wrestling show. I thought about it. I really did think about it. I really should have done it.
That's fair.
I think that would have been the answer. Let's take a look real quick at. You want to do a Dynamite preview real quick, and then we can do the sandwich and get out of here.
No.
Saul Ruka, I'm not a great surfer. God bless.
Yeah, I feel like she broke some hearts with this news.
Just peeling down the entire curtain, are we?
Kayfabe's dead, brother.
Just never again.
Undertaker. That is like Undertaker coming out. Like, I'm not really dead. Like, what the fuck?
What is this?
What do you mean you're not really dead?
Tim Thatcher being all like, I'm not British. Like, that's not true. What are you talking about?
Saul Ruka saying she's not a great surfer. Just
so she was on, of course she was on Busted Open talking about peeling back the curtain. And this is why Dwayne is upset with Dave LaGreca. The wrestler.
Well, it was bully. It was a bully. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I guess that would have been it would have been a bully thing because he spends all of his time down there on Tuesdays. She says, I'm not a great surfer. I can surf, but I'm not very good. I was born in SoCal. I love the beach. I have shark tattoos on my arm. I look the part. Lived in Hawaii for a few years. I've always loved surfing. I love all the surfing movies, but I had no time growing up to surf. I did snowboard. I grew up snowboarding. I'm much better at that.
Big snowboarding person. She's a good interview with Saul Ruka.
They're gonna start like putting her in like full ass parkas and being like, "You go and you be authentic, Saul Ruka."
When she turns, yes. that's gonna be her new gimmick. She's gonna be a snowboarder instead of a surfer.
Fully clothed. It's gonna be great. I'm all for it. Undertaker's not dead.
Hates video games.
No, that's par for the course. I kind of expected that one. AEW Dynamite is tonight. We're getting this out of the way early so that I could do the thing.
It's a good show on paper. Like, I expected to deliver. It would be tough for this show to like actually miss.
Live from Norfolk, Virginia,
my old hometown,
at the Chartway Arena, not the Scope.
Is it the Scope, or is that like?
Is Chartway Arena not the Scope? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Our arena, Total Mayhem. No, I don't want that.
I got it. Hold on.
You got it?
No, the Norfolk Scope is still the Norfolk Scope, apparently.
Yeah. This is the nicer arena. It opened in 2002.
That's lame. They should have run the Scope. That's a pretty big arena, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, didn't they run the Scope and it was very empty? Because Chartway holds 9,100.
This holds 11,000, so...
11,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. 10,000. Yeah, that's right. I think it's just because it's Normally it's because it's being able to deal with like the production stuff.
No. All right. Well,
But I'm
should
trying
have
to
ran
remember.
the scope regardless.
Yeah, well, next time.
Cowardly.
Is the scope booked tonight?
Nah.
Let's take a look. Scope Arena events. What's today? The 30th. But no, there's nothing listed. What is this? Today. Nothing. There's nothing. I don't agree with this. They should have run the scope. Anyway, AEW Women's World Title Eliminator match. Tony Storm takes on Mayu Yamashita.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Match. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Tony was swinging Johnson on that one because everyone was talking about Yamashita after WrestleMania weekend, and Natty was like, "Oh, I want her in WWE. Like that's my goal to get her in WWE." And Tony's like, "All right, we got her on Dynamite, brother." Tony was in the words of Patrick Waugh, Tony put his balls on the table on that one.
What's funny is that whenever Miyu shows up in an American promotion, she loses. So,
well, she's obviously going to lose here.
I know that, but I'm saying eventually Mia's going to have to win a match on American soil.
I mean, maybe in like GCW or something.
She can't even win at Bloodsport in GCW. So
because she faced Natalia.
See, she's going to lose tonight too. She lost to Jordan Grace once upon a time in TNA as well. Kind of the point. Anyway, it'll be a fun match. I'm looking forward to Storm and Yamashita tonight. MJF is going to appear, and also the Hurt Syndicate are going to speak. I assume those two things are going to appear together in some formats.
What does MJF have to bribe with this week? He's done watches, he's done women, he's done cars. What's he got this week, Joel?
An entire house. He's going to gift Bobby Lashley with the entire Norfolk scope. He bought the arena for him.
Oh, a jet? Henry's saying a jet?
That's a very ambitious thing to get.
A bus?
A bus would work, but he already did a ground vehicle. A new pair of glasses.
Alcohol? What about drugs?
I don't think Bobby's the type to imbibe like that.
I mean, he doesn't have to do the drugs. He could flip it. You ever flip the brick?
A boat.
A mystery box? It could be a boat.
It could be a boat. It could be anything, even a boat. The jet ski that punched Hulk Hogan. That could be it. It's a cyber truck. What's he going to do? He's going to do a remix of the song?
Oh, I mean, MJF can like actually sing though.
He's going to do like a 50s crooner version of the song.
I was going to say like who from like Virginia is like could be like a big time celebrity, but I don't think they actually got like any good.
You know what MJF should do? He should surprise Bobby Lashley with his sisters.
Oh, okay. What about the club? I feel like that'd be a really good scene. Is MJF taking the Hurt Syndicate to the club?
Oh, that I thought you meant sorry, I was thinking about Gallows and Anderson for some reason.
What?
I was like, why would Lashley want to be on screen with them?
That would actually be good.
Bring them to the club.
Yeah.
Which club in Norfolk would they go to?
When are they in Atlanta again? When can they go to Magic City?
Oh God. Well, they were just there, so probably not for a while.
That's unfortunate.
They're in Atlantic City next or on Saturday for Collision.
Okay, all right.
Then they got Detroit for a couple of weeks.
I don't know if Detroit has any good clubs.
They're in Hoffman Estates for Beach Break, May 14th. Then they start going west again.
I feel like a trip to the club is some good stuff here.
They're starting to do that thing again, Jeremy, where everything's a special event.
Yeah.
They're doing it. June 4th is Fyter Fest. June 11th is Summer Blockbuster. June 18th is Grand Slam Mexico. Like that's just 3, but like they're getting dangerous with those. If it's all leading into Grand Slam Mexico, that's cool. I'm just like, Let's not do what we did last year, where every week was a special, themed event of AEW programming.
Yeah, you get offended by that.
I did, because it affected their programming. Everything was special, but nothing was special. So MJF comes out, offers Bobby Lashley something. We don't know what.
I just told you.
I know, but we don't know what. Is
Drugs.
it going to be drugs? Okay, he offers him drugs because it is Virginia. There's nothing else to do. He offers Bobby his sisters because they're in Virginia.
Why does he want? No, he's gonna offer his sisters.
That was a shot at Virginia for those who missed it.
Yes, I got it, but it's like, here's your sisters. Bobby's like,
I've had them
no.
hidden for 17 years.
See them? That doesn't sound good.
The unbreakable Lashley sisters.
I think that I'm sold on this club gimmick.
You would be.
They could do some amazing television with that. Like, that would be a hilarious and probably offensive segment.
No, it wasn't when they were doing nothing but like 5th anniversary, Grand Slam, the Titans of Tussle, and all this other
anniversary show was good though.
Yeah, the shows were fine, but the promotion going into them were awful, and that was part of the reason why the shows were not memorable. We talked about this. You agreed with me, by the way.
I don't remember that.
There was a lot of just promotional malpractice going on.
That doesn't sound like me.
Yeah, all those awesome shows were in fact a bad thing. And I hate that TNA does a special every 2 weeks too.
Oh, I always tell them, I was like, TNA's got a show this week, and she's like, didn't they just have one?
That's it. And I didn't pay attention to Unbreakable because I knew they had a pay-per-view the next week. And same thing with, they're gonna go and they're gonna do the show here, Under Siege, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then afterwards they're gonna turn around and do another one in 2-3 weeks. Don't do it. Not every show needs to be a special show. Build to things. Build to special events.
What's your favorite club song, Joel?
The Club.
What is the club?
I don't know. I'm just here now.
Oh. They should hit the club and get one of them broads. Get fresh. Jump in one of them cars. I think I flipped those lines. That's my bad.
This is a crossover, right? Like, this is the crossover match / segment.
What, MJF?
Yeah, this has to be crossover.
Maybe.
Looking at this entire lineup, this is the halfway.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what the main event is. I mean, it could be Storm and Yamashita.
That's not the main event. The All-Star tag. Isn't that the headline? That's the top of the bill.
Is that the top of their bill there?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, that All-Star tag is
that's never stopped them before from having that be the opening contest, just because it's on the graphic.
I think Fletcher and Hangman open because they're in Virginia and they want to open with a Hangman pop.
You mean the guy from Texas? I know he's from Virginia. I know. The joke is he's a Texas cowboy. Yeah. Cowboys are from Texas, people. They're from nowhere else in the world. Only Texas. Adam Page, Kyle Fletcher. That's semifinal. Sorry. Semifinal for the Owen Hart tournament. That's tonight. They should open with Blake Christian. I agree. And then there's also the All-Star 8-man tag, Kenny Omega, Speedball Mike Bailey, Kevin Knight, Mark Briscoe, taking on the Young Bucks, Kazuchika Okada, and Ricochet. The Ricochet Elite.
Okay.
Alito Shea?
Okay.
Ricolite? Ricolite.
Louis, what's your favorite club song? You know what my favorite club song is, Joel?
You're going to play the video of me doing the na-na-na thing?
Why do you got to ruin things, Joel?
Just because I knew you were going to do it.
Why do you got to ruin things?
I didn't ruin anything. I made it better.
In the club, tear the club up. All right.
97. My God. Nah. Yeah, you did it.
Why are you being such a downer today, Joel?
You did it.
Joel's such a downer.
It's okay. It'll be fun. You'll be fine.
Joel only has one shirt. It's just that black shirt.
It's true. I have multiple copies of the same black shirt. There's a gray one, and then there are a few white ones too.
It's the same black shirt. He's like the Death Riders. He just went to Walmart and got the pack of 10, and that's we should sell official Joel Pearl shirts. It's just a black T-shirt.
It's got to have my logo on the bottom.
Yeah,
we got to do the In the Weeds logo on the bottom.
Yeah,
that'll make us some monies.
Yeah.
I wish I could make these T-shirts at home. That's what I wish. Instead, I got to go to the store and find them. You know how hard it is to find them at a Winners? Tough. It's tough to find this shit. Fruit of the Pearl. No, these ones are actually I think they're Levi's. These T-shirts are Levi's. These were new. Got these before Vegas, but I got a Gildan were the other ones that I had. And I had some Calvin Klein ones that were gifted to me. They're not as good. So there you go. You got a feeling SP3 is going to fill in for me on Friday, Monday. No, Monday I'll be in a remote location. Friday I plan to be here. Don't know what the hell we're going to talk about.
I'm not going to be here on Friday because my hockey team's going to send me to death.
Should probably find a replacement then. Or let SP3 just host on his own.
I hope he buries you for 2 hours.
Oh, well, at that point, it's his show to do what he pleases. Well, watch those ratings. Have fun.
All right, Joel. Go eat the sandwich.
You go eat the sandwich.
I ate one yesterday.
Nobody watched that.
A lot of people actually watched it for some reason. I don't know if anybody watches this show, but for some reason, a lot of people watched that.
He took a screen cap and posted it.
What?
Sean of him and the gorilla.
Oh.
Child.
Yeah, Henry can confirm that I ate the sandwich yesterday.
No, he just says I did.
Okay. Everyone in the chat confirmed that I ate the Harlem sandwich yesterday.
All right. Is that $50 still on the table?
I don't remember who said that.
I think it was Kaza.
Probably not, because I put him in timeout.
Well, he came back.
Oh, true.
Was that you who put him in timeout? That was SP3 who did it.
No, SP3 doesn't have that kind of power. I do. SP3 asked me to do it, and I did.
Valid. I did watch him eat the sandwich. Okay, that's fine. I unironically got here because people posted the gorilla in Discord. Did people really post the stupid gorilla in the Discord?
As they should.
They did. Yeah. Having Harambe in the weeds is tremendous. Yeah. Oh, also Michael J. Strauss called you out in the weeds chat. In the weeds Discord.
I don't go on Discord, so have fun with that. You're yelling into the void there.
Well aware. SP3, you could have changed the thumbnail.
All right, Joel. You gotta eat this sandwich.
I'm no longer willing to eat this sandwich.
Why are you cowardly?
Oh, I don't know. It was easier when there was money on the table, Jeremy. When the monkey was ready to dance.
You people are cowardly. I'm the only one who takes one for the team around here.
How are your insights? Your insides afterwards.
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, next time. Oh, we went viral apparently. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate indeed.
Yeah.
I don't think we really went viral as much as Sean did a thing.
AEW and fun. Yeah.
I do hate fun. That is accurate. It's true. I mean, I don't hate food. I just hate food that is gonna probably, destroy me inside afterwards.
It's fine. You'll be okay.
How are my loins?
Cowardly.
Probably use a shower.
Cowardly. Retracted.
Redacted, the same. I do actually like Mexican food. I are very much like Mexican food. Are we just counting it down here? What are we doing?
I'm waiting for you to go eat the sandwich.
No, I've decided that I'm not going to eat the sandwich anymore.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Y'all did the sandwich already.
I'm sorry, everybody.
It's okay. I'm sure people's egos will be very much satiated when they eat the sandwich themselves.
I apologize for Joel.
Sorry. King Potato, rewind like 10 minutes. We did the Dynamite rundown already. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Back tomorrow. Jeremy and SB3
Allegedly.
talking about Dynamite or whatever thumbnail they think I should put up that I won't put up.
LFG.
Oh yeah, LFG. I'll get an LFG background for them. Going for that. Hope SB3 is ready for that. Anything to plug?
Never.
Never?
Never.
I don't know. Once in a while, you got something.
You know what? You know what we're gonna do to lift everybody's spirits, because I feel like everyone's down right now because Joel did not eat the sandwich. In honor of the Milwaukee Bucks losing in the first round of the playoffs.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. The MVP of the NBA. Yeah, I'm not making this up. For AEW Rampage, ladies and gentlemen, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's go.
RIP to the Bucks as we know them.
Go Sens go. See you on Friday. They'll be back tomorrow, but 10 a.m. Eastern is when you see them. Leave a thumbs up on the way out, or don't. We'll see. For Jeremy Lambert, you know who I am. Ladies and gentlemen, friends beyond the binary. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.